Okay, so 179 episode, right? Okay, what's my intro? The name's Abby, Flying Girl of Toronto. But before that, I have to say, Abby's Army Dash Spiritual Warriors. Please say what Kurumbokas are watching through this right now, and how what they're doing to this video, how they're contorting it to make it seem like it's porn when it's not. And trying to make it seem like I'm murdering people, and I'm not. I mean, it would be great if I did murder all the pimps, stalkers, and terrorists, but they're trying to make it look like I'm murdering innocents. Uh, and like if it was the other way around, if I was murdering them instead, then I'm fine, right? Obviously, I'm fine. I'm planning on recording that anyways and posting it on my channel. So anyways, but the point is, yes. Please say what Paramukas are doing this, what they're blackmailing Appa with, what they're blackmailing others with, and yeah. Hadn't I agreed to anything they said, none of this would have happened, is what is just in my head right now, going through my head. And yes, there's that contorting the videos I've said. Mappa Salabadi Vijay. The surname is Joseph Vijay. I don't care if people have a problem. A stupid article was released. Okay, I'll be Flying Girl of Toronto first, huh? Okay. I am the Flying Girl of Toronto, and I am saying this because I think it's very important for you guys to know what information is in that video that was taken in 1998 of me when I was 2 years old, 2.5 years old, sort of. The body's completely different once again, and I have to say this because I know you guys will look at the video and then try to look for me, and you may not see me there before you hear my voice, right? Because the voice is the same there. I'm speaking Tamil and Telugu in the video. I mean, there's English. The nonsenses are yelling in English, like a lot of them. I'm not sure if the ones that were taking the videos were speaking as well. If you can hear their audio, I'm not sure. Maybe, possibly. And so I have nothing against English. I'm speaking English right now. I'm just saying that those are the languages that were present that I know of in the videos, because there were several people took the videos and posted it and sent it to news channels. Back then, news channels aired it, should have aired it more obviously because the girl was flying in the fucking sky with birds, but some nonsenses, corrupt ass nonsenses, just didn't share it. One, because of shut in, and second because they just didn't want to know everybody to know the truth about everything. Which is in that video. And I have to say this because you guys need to know important, very, very important information. My Appa is Talabati Vijay, has been since I was born. The surname has been Joseph Vijay since I was born. However, it hasn't been registered because of bitches. That ain't my Appa's fault. That ain't my fault. Jaybalan is not my last name. That was illegally put there by Chiranjeevi's stupid ass bribes because of Vijay Devarakonda. Okay? So, the name is Joseph Vijay. Yeah, it's Joseph Vijay. So, thank you very much. You touch my last name, you touch the bond between Appa and I, and you expect me not to snap back? How stupid are you? Very. Idiots. Anyways, stupid ass idiots can think they can tell me who my Appa is and who my Appa isn't, and if I should be with my Appa or not. Honey, you're the one that has to get out, not me. Peace out. What was I saying? My body. Yes, 2 liters of chocolate milk. Not done yet. My Punjabi mix, for some reason, I have barely eaten it, and I don't know why. I think I'm being possessed into not eating it. This is almost full. And I haven't eaten it. Okay, I'll be proud. I don't need anything in here. And so, I don't know what bitch is gonna come right now and try to knock on that fucking door. So I have to take out my precaution. It's not just her doing that, it's anybody. It's anybody I contact, because that's why I try to make sure I don't contact any of them. Anyways, this is very annoying. Everything in general. Anyways, what I was saying was that, yes. So my body has been mutilated. That's the thing. from the ages of 2 to 3, you can see online the ways my body has changed, which you can see that is similar to the features of this body. So you can see that that person that at 3, like the final image of me at 3, at the end of 3-ish, I guess, is this person. You can see that, even though I was skinny then. And if you want to know how the body, features of a body can change, it's very complex, obviously. But it's in chronological order of how my body changed, and you can see that where my body has changed in those photos. Previously, in the photos, there were severe life-threatening, death-threatening injuries in those photos. And you can see in the next photo how it healed, how it got worse, and finally how it changed into the body parts that you see in all those photos. Just countless photos chronologically of me online that you can check. And then 4 happened, and then I was human trafficked, and then my body was once again mutilated because of bitches, and I became an average in size. And then 2021 happened. This is not my pre-2021 nose. They changed my nose because they're that pathetic. They changed the shape of my face, sort of. They changed the shape of my body, the portions of my body, after 2021. From 2021. Maple Leaf Foods, Corny Park, is responsible for that. They're a bunch of bitches that have a problem with someone looking a certain way, someone being famous, someone becoming an actress, someone looking a certain way, someone being called beautiful, one of the most loved people of Tamil Nadu and India and the world. They have a problem with that, all that crap. They have a problem with it, and so this happened to my body because they think that all of it can go away if apparently they fatten me up like a chicken. You know, selling meat is illegal in all countries, you know that? Listen, Abhi spiritual warriors, you can say how and where the laws that say that are, because it's illegal. Just because you write a law, certain laws can be overruled, but these laws that say that meat is illegal and can't be sold can't be overruled. It's one of those laws that you cannot overrule. So I don't know how they went and created a law saying selling meat and killing animals for meat and game for fun is legal when it's not. God damn it. Know the law before you create the law, bitch. Like, what are you doing? Anyways, there's that. So that's my mini intro. Is there anything else I have to say? Now I have 10 minutes to rant. Okay, the goal is to finish this by 19 minutes. Okay, that's the goal here. And so, as I was saying, I'm just taking my precautions. I have to be careful. This is going to happen with anybody, any contact I have with anybody at all. It's going to be close. And you know what I noticed? Next time what I'm going to do is, because that bitch, when we started yapping, I think the thing is, if I took the video and I was yelling at him, right? But then I'm not sure if he would have yelled back if the video was on or not. Anyways, that's not the point. But the point is, next time, as long as someone is outside at the same time as me or in my vicinity at the same time as me, because that Tamana bitch, her parallel has come running at me with a fucking knife when I come outside. She's come running from some next ass house straight to me diagonally. If she was at another opposite house, like 20 yards away or 30 yards away, she has come running at me and stabbing me in the stomach. Just because for coming outside, because she's that much of a bitch, and she looks like a freak when she's running. Though I'm no joke, she looks like a freak. She is what she is. She's a joke. But anyways, I'm talking about the African one. I don't have anything against Africans. I have against people that go bomb Africa and try to destroy Africa and try to create a genocide of black people. See, this did not happen before I agreed to stuff. And yes, I'm tapping. So that is why I cannot agree to stuff, and I have to make sure it does not even happen to begin with. Anyways, whatever. I don't need these complications. I don't need these issues. I don't need any of this at all. So that's my thing here. Oh, surname. Dude, like, what the fuck's wrong with you, okay? They try to create an article trying to insult me and because they knew that you guys all knew that something's happening, like something good is happening, not porn, something good is happening, and that I might come home to you guys, right? Like with Appa and everything, and me posting more often, me posting these diaries, um, me watching Appa's movies, me posting more as I used to, gets me there to you guys, and thus I'll be an actress. I'm not. Okay. Thing is, acting is a goal, but acting with Appa is a goal. Do you get what I'm saying here? Because that's the only place, that's the first place I saw my Appa. That's the reason here. And because I think it's very important for the multiverse for me to act. I think that's also the reason. And the thing is, I don't go to anybody else to act other than Abhizarvida, Spiritual Warriors, and Appa, because I cannot go and ask for an acting job with anybody that has put me into human trafficking or took part in that process. So they are the only two bases that I can go to for an acting opportunity. That is the honest reason. And yeah, and so then they make this article about about those that, star kids that didn't go the conventional route because they're trying to insult the fact that I am going through the conventional route. And what's this bullshit about instant fame? Honey, I've had fame, like in the sense, like instant fame, when I mentioned instant fame, I said that, like, I think they were insulting the fact that they were saying that I was chasing fame. How do I chase fame when it comes to me naturally? I'm not trying to be a bitch here, but it kind of does. I'm totally being arrogant. Okay, but like, maybe like it's a good form of arrogance. Because in the sense that, listen, Padanenda Varshama, I lived a very normal life. I mean, it's below normal. I was human trafficked, for God's sake. So yes, I always knew I was a star kid. I always knew I was Appa's kid. I never, tooted my horn about it because I didn't need to. Like, fame wasn't the reason why I was my Appa's kid. I was my Appa's kid because he's my Appa and I'm his kid, and acting is his job, and that is that. That's it. We're normal. We don't see our jobs as a point to, make others feel less than themselves as, or to make others feel bad about themselves. It's just a job. It's just a profession, and we value that profession, and we value the professions we enter in. That is all. That is all there is to it. And we don't take fame for granted. I understand what fame has done for me, and I am trying to give back as much as possible with every post for that fame. I'm not trying to take advantage of the fame. I'm trying to make sure I give back with that fame. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm doing here. And so I don't go and in the chasing fame விஷயம் இருக்கு, அந்த pimp stalker terrorist group அதை பண்றது, அதை மறைக்கிறதுக்காக நான் என்னமோ ஃபேமஸாக இருக்கிறதுக்காக அலையிறேன் மாதிரியும் இந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் வந்து பரப்ப பார்க்குறாங்க. And these two things are different. When you go after fame to kill other people and to make yourself look better than other people, that's a totally different thing. Go fuck yourself, go kill yourself, I don't care. There are other people that want to be famous in the sense to be able to have the impact that I have on the world. That, because they knew it's through that fame. Appa always told me I could do it through other methods, but for some reason I didn't listen to my intuition, because I knew if I had listened to my intuition, I could have made that impact, and eventually you guys would have known that I was Vijay's daughter. Talabri Vijay's daughter anyways, right? But the point is, I'm just thinking if I'd listened to my intuition on all the projects that I wanted to do, because I wanted to do YouTube when I was 15. Before that. But if I'd done it before, I would have been with Appa before. So there is that. Yeah. I have not watched the 177 diary yet. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't rewatched it, so I have to do that without getting sunniyamed. Because I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it and then get other people killed. You get what I'm saying? I do put Talabri Kacheri in the background, thank God. It's on loop. when I listen to it. But I mean, better thing is for you guys to listen to a movie or something, or a buzz interview or whatever, longer, something that's not repeated, I guess, for all this horrible sunniyamed they're putting on here. I mean, Tarabli Kacheri is good too, but it's your choice. And then, the bitches are trying to say you're a bitch in my head. Like, they don't know life. They think telepathing raping is cool, and that they want me to feel it consciously, and they're being very weird. It's very weird. It's very freaky. And the fact that they're not doing it here and stuff, so they're trying to do it in my head. It's kind of pathetic, but they are pathetic. What can you do? And then there's this instant fame. And also the pimps, stalkers, terrorists, and then apparently I told you guys this before, right? They bring them in, the pimp, stalkers, and terrorists. They pimp me out, excuse me. They make me say that they're famous when I'm not sleeping. Why do I do this? When I'm not sleeping, when I'm awake, and when I'm being raped by them, they make me say all this horrible stuff. It's utter brainwashing. It's utter crap. I can't deal with it anymore. Like, I'm in utter danger. Shit, man. Okay, but anyways, this is horrible. This is horrifying. What I'm going through. And then they have these nonsenses that create fake profiles for them, create fake social media profiles, make whatever profiles for them, making it seem like they're famous YouTuber, famous this, famous that. Apparently Rajwinder is a famous YouTuber. The joke, she's not famous at all. She's famous for sex tapes. I'm not trying to, underline the sex tape factor. I'm just saying what they're famous for. They're famous for sex tapes. And for being a pimp and a stalker and a terrorist. That's it. But everybody else, she's trying to somehow convince everybody that she's famous, which is just too funny. But yeah, everybody's doing that. And so basically that's what they do. And then they're like, and then they show the celebrities, and then non-celebrities who they think they are celebrities. And they're like, oh my god, they're like, the person, they're like, oh my god, you instantly became famous overnight. Oh my god. I'm like, like, are you logically thinking anything? So there's that. They're afraid that they're not gonna know. I thought I heard a sound, but like, if they're knocking on my door, I'm gonna post it. I mean, all the abuse they do is gonna be posted. That's it. I have to take precautions. I can't deal with them. I can't deal with them at all. Anyways, so, yeah. And they're afraid that, they're gonna find out, the celebrities, that are gonna find out, and the non-celebrities, and who they think are celebrities are gonna find out that they're not celebrities, right? Because I haven't slept, which is a problem for them. I'm awake, and I'm not getting raped, which is a problem for them because I can't say they're famous, they're this, they're that, they're my friend, I love the blah 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 blah, all that crap, all the nonsense. And so that's their issue. And yeah, the surname thing. They were planning to do that yesterday. I heard them in my head, obviously, because they knew I was gonna feel closer to Appa. The brainwashing was going away in terms of me feeling Appa and how close we are and everything, and how he is my Appa, because they've severely brainwashed me. These are so words you can say what they've done to my head and how it feels like my relationship with Appa. You know what I'm saying, right? In terms of how I own it and everything, and how it's changing now for the better. Which is gonna try to brainwash. The brainwashing is just like, I'm being brainwashed by the second in my head right now. Telepathic rape. It's horrifying. It's horrible. It's why I can't even hear my own fucking thoughts. That's not good. It's 19 minutes, so I'm gonna finish it off by saying, yeah. So I think they've been trying to do this, you can see, right, online. They've been trying to make it seem, trying to portray as if anyone can know it into my and Appa's relationship, and trying to say that me and Appa aren't close. It's the thing is that I haven't been raped while I was awake, and they can't say all this stuff now, right, in front of me, to my face. because of the fact that I'm not being raped while I'm awake. And they usually always do it. They always trying to be like, you're not Dalapati Vijay's daughter, you're crazy, you're not his daughter, you're psychotic, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, I married him, the Kajal, and all these pisasses, all these pimps and stalkers and terrorists, Kajal Agarwal, and all these nonsenses. The thing is married. I don't understand why she's making out with other people, but okay, listen. So does Yoha. She like makes out with five people or 10 people a day probably. But the point is here. Whatever. Okay. They have Appa's evil doppelgangers, and they're trying to make me believe that those evil doppelgangers are Appa. This is what they do. And then they go and give them romantic looks. Cinema look viduvangala. Idan na nambanuma. I never believe it, obviously. But they use that and associate it with, once again, my children screaming, my babies being kidnapped. And it's associated with that blackmail, because that blackmail is happening and that torture to them is happening at the same time as that they're doing that, right? So that's why it has had a huge, horrible impact on me. And they're doing it to my head. They're trying to threaten me in my head. I'm like, oh, who are you? I'm his daughter. Like, who are you? Is the question, because no one can know into mine and Appa's relationship. And just because you have a problem that you haven't taunted me in front of my face, except for that bitch who said who am I, now I'm getting triggered, because if that was related to me and Appa and me being related to my own fucking Appa, I need to be make sure I'm not possessed so I can pull up to him and kill him. Had I been myself, the knife would have went through his heart. Can't wait to not be possessed till he's dead, if that's what this was about, because that's what I'm getting triggered by now. That's what I'm thinking now. Because normal, who are you? I don't care. Oh, okay, you're not famous. You want me to know I'm not. You want me to think I'm not famous? Okay, fine. You put on local. Go ahead. I don't care. But you questioning my Appa's relationship and coming in between Appa's and I relationship, Appa's and my relationship, and just acting like who the fuck are you? Stupid Devyani bitch is trying to make it seem like me and her and Appa have a romantic equation, and trying to make me get out of Appa's life, and Samantha is trying to make me think that they have a romantic equation. Kajal Agarwal is trying to make me think that they have a romantic equation. No, my Appa hates all of them. My Appa only wants me in his life. And எனக்கு ஏன் அப்பா நினைக்கிறானோ அதான் எனக்கு முக்கியம். வேற எந்த புறம்போக்கு பரதேசி idiot என்ன நினைச்சாலும் எனக்கு பிரச்சனை இல்லை, because that's my Appa. Okay? I'm first in his life. Me and his real babies, Abhi's Army Dash Virtual Warriors, the real ones, not those are things that say they are, but the real good souls, those are what's first for him. Adi yenakku theriyum. So you get out of his life. And the thing is, what their issue is that they think they're all gonna die if I'm with Appa, right? I just did the same bullshit. Shani did the same bullshit a week ago, right? Pavan, na period la irundappo kattunan, but they deserved it. But the thing is, yeah, they did the same bullshit, trying to interfere in Appa's and I relationship, trying to make the media, the terrorists and pimps எல்லாம் வந்து மீடியா நடத்திட்டு இருக்காங்களா. இது காமெடி. This is just funny. It's laughable. And ஏன்னா சில நேரம் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி பேசுவாங்களா, அது அப்படியே பிளேட்டை மாற்றிட்டு இது இன்சல்ட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி பேசுவாங்க. இவங்களுக்கு மூட ஒரே நிலையில் இருக்கிற மாதிரி தெரியல எனக்கு. ஸோ இதுங்களுக்காக நான் வக்காலத்து வாங்க வரையலை. Okay, so that's why I'm on a ஒரே நிலை. I'm on a like, okay, if you bullshit, I'm gonna call you out nila. That's the nila I'm on here. So I'm not going to go and believe any of these major news outlets until they start speaking the fucking truth. Because everything they say usually is a fucking lie and is written, if it's about Appa or me, indirectly obviously, because oh my god, her name can't be in the media. Oh yo, she can't see her name in the media. I mean, it's in the media, it's everywhere, but they're making sure I can't see it. Bitch, yo, Lakshmi is the reason. She's made the entire world censored by pimping me out, by making me agree to certain things, which is why I need to make sure no one comes near me when I'm awake. And now they're gonna try to send somebody near me, and I'm gonna try to whack the cupcake in their face if they try to come near me. That's the goal here. Anyways, it's snowing today, so I don't know if I'm gonna go outside to start recycling out. There's a pile of fucking recycling here because those bitches don't know how to stay the fuck out of my house. Bitches think they can tell me whatever they fucking want to do. See, these bitches can't even, you know how they try to threaten me in my head and shit? They can't even do that if I hadn't agreed to anything that they asked, that blackmail me with. If I hadn't agreed to any of that, none of this would have happened. And I have to wrap up the video. What else was I gonna say? They're trying to get between me and Appa in the article. Joseph Vijay is the last name. It always has been. Just because Appa wasn't able to contact the good authorities to have my shut and make sure Appa's not able to contact anyone good unless I keep watching the movies where I'm alive for a certain period of time. I don't even know if it's 2 days now that the spirits come back in. Is it 2 days that the spirits from the high light platform start looking over Earth again, or is it? And then Appa said, I thought Appa told me that was 4 days when Appa and Shabir come and start looking after us, and it's 7 days when I start seeing if I'm alive for that long. Is that true? Is that real? Or is it longer? Because they're trying to cut off my money supply before that happens. And I need food! My soul's fucking ending. I need to eat to have everybody good alive. Because this soul ends. This is a multiverse. This created the multiverse. Hashtag Bible. You don't have to believe me. Just pretend like I'm talking in the third person, okay? And if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Just listen to Appa's music and videos to get good vibes, and maybe it'll make sense. Okay? I was gonna say this video is sunniyamed. That's what I forgot to say, babies. This diary is sunniyamed. So try to make sure to listen to Appa, because sunniyamed meaning has black magic because of the hackers that are hacking this right now. And so please make sure that you're listening to Appa's good content, which has good spells in it. And yeah, so then that means that good things will happen to you rather than bad things that they're sunniaming this. Because I don't want you to die watching this, because that's what they're sunniaming right now. Yes, I speak in Tanglish sometimes. Okay. The point is here. Yes. And there's nothing wrong with me going into acting, because they're trying to insult me into not going into acting. Apparently that shit worked when I was being raped, but like awake. But that's also because it's only associated with the blackmail and what was all the damage that was happening to my babies. That's the reason, right? Or else it wouldn't, obviously. And now it doesn't. Because I can logically see, I'm not being brainwashed by them right now. I can logically see after having chased them out. This fucked up. Okay, anyways. After having chased them out, yes. After having scared them out, basically. Whew. I see a car. Lights. What time is it? 5:24. Someone going to work? Or is it that the salt dude? Oh, creeps. Anyways. ஏன்னா இங்கே ஸ்னோவுக்கு வந்து சால்ட் வைப்பாங்க ஏன்னா சால்ட் உப்பு போட்டால் வந்து சால்ட் மெல்ட் ஆகிடும் சால்ட்டா ஸ்னோ மெல்ட் ஆகிடும் அதுக்கு தான் சால்ட் போடுவாங்க உப்பு போடுவாங்க ஸ்னோ அடிக்கும்போது சில நேரத்தில் நைட்டில் ஸ்னோ அடிச்சிச்சு ஸோ ஓகே they are creeps. If they I am creeped out by everything right now. What was I saying? I'm to finish this video. It's supposed to be finished at 19 minutes. Now it's 29 minutes. But that's what Abby does. That's what I do. So yeah, they're trying to insult me into not going into acting. But I don't care who they don't go into acting. That doesn't mean just because those particular people in those articles did not go into acting doesn't mean I don't have to go into acting. Okay, like no one can decide that for me, right? I obviously want to do direction. I obviously want to do music. Hello? My music is a worldwide hit, so kind of have to do music. But the point is, did you guys hear the Valentine's Day scores? I've made a song for every one of you. It's a countless song for every one of you. I hope you guys heard them. Valentine's Day. I told Abby's Army Dash Virtual Warriors to release it. They did their best. And they have been, amazing songs. They're trying to make me believe that this isn't true, but I'm gonna go with my gut, because this is what I did last time. I did not believe my intuition, even though it was so fucking logical. I can't hear my own fucking thoughts. Before I could hear my thoughts, and I knew, this is probably real, but bitches around me, or the fucked up idiots were trying to make me, think that it wasn't real. But it is. And so I'm gonna trust my intuition and trust that those songs have been released. And yeah. And yeah. Yeah. Something just went in my head. They're trying to drown my babies. So I'm going to have a problem with that. So another light in the car. So, or vehicle. So you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Okay. That is it. Yes, is that all? That is what I meant, I guess. Oh, is there plowing the snow on the roads? I'm not sure. Not that much snow, but okay, whatever. I'm not driving, so I'm fine. Why would I buy a car? No, thank you. The amount of cars that they forced me to take out under my name for loans, but they're the ones that have to pay them off in the end, not me. Which is great. Because they took it out under the wrong surname of J Balvin, but the kidnapper's last name, first name isn't my last name. It's a kidnapper's name. That is not my last name. My last name is Joseph Vijay. No loan has been taken out in my name of Abhirami, Joseph Vijay, and my middle name. எனக்கு தெரியாது ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆகாத பொண்ணுக்கு ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆகாத ஆளுக்கு எப்படி லோன் எடுக்க முடியும் அவங்க பேரில் கொஞ்சம் கூட யோசிக்க தெரியாது தெரியாது அதான் லூசுகள். But I don't like the word. I do not like doing that because several of my babies have mental illnesses and they feel crazy when in my head they seem perfectly fine to me. Because, one can call a good person crazy, but their thoughts make sense. They make sense. They just know that there's something wrong, right? The way they're feeling in their brains or minds is wrong. Something's wrong. And they just want to fix it. And, yeah, I've said this before with mental illness. So, the word lusu, I've been brainwashed to say, which I don't appreciate. Because I want to become a fucking psychiatrist. So, all my life, man, psychiatrist. And obstetrician. Because good baby is the Appa kind of looking. So he'll protect them forever. I do not like the obstetrician I had when I was born. No, thank you. Hello, do you know how to do your job? You don't just let the baby crawl for fucking 20 days through the womb to her fucking ass uterus and out of it. Hello, I lost a lot of blood. What type of obstetrician are you? Can you do your job properly for once? Huh. Idiots. Anyways. There was that, and they were saying that how the surname may open the gates but doesn't guarantee acceptance or whatever. My gates won't open for anybody, thank you very much. But I wouldn't, But I've been accepted a long time ago. See, the thing is, these news outlets think they have an impact and are just embarrassing themselves because they're not going with the memo. They're not going with what is actually going on in the world, and I don't know if they realize this, but they're suffering because of this. It's just a sad sight to see. I'm not gonna go and vakaltavanga for them. They're gonna try to pip me out while I'm awake, and so I vakaltavanga for them, but I'm not doing that. Hello, no. You pip me out, why the fuck would I vakaltavanga for you? You stupid. So no, I'm not. It's just a sorry sight to see because they're just damaging their own name by trying to insult me. They're doing it to themselves. Even if I don't say it, they're doing it to themselves and they're insulting themselves. They're getting themselves insulted by saying nonsense. Those articles don't even make any sense. I got acceptance 11 years ago. 10 years ago. So, 10 to 11 years ago, I got the acceptance of Tamil Nadu society. I got the acceptance of India. I got the acceptance of the world. Because Appa, yes, he's a Tamil actor, however, he's been known worldwide for a while as an actor because of his profession. And no matter who wants to accept that or not, it's the truth. And I've been accepted not for being just his daughter. I love the fact they love me just for that. But it's not just for that. It's also because of who I am. And they've wanted to see me on screen for so many fucking years because they already saw me on screen since 1992 because Appa portrayed all my characters of who I am as a person. and they want that person to be on screen with the person that portrayed her, me and Appa together. And so that's been a reality for 10 years, a decade. Like, you're a decade or so late, India Today, and whatever other articles are trying to cook up stories like this to, try to separate me and Appa, but you're just bullshitting yourself. Anyone tries to separate Appa and I'm gonna have an issue, and they know I'm gonna have an issue with it. And they know that they might go to jail, just like miscreants and shit. So you guys know they're real characters, right? You guys can see they're real characters now. When they act like this, you can see the news outlet's real face. When they act like this, when they're trying to separate Appa and I. Right? Because that's what it is. Trying to make our relationship something that it is not. As if we're two separate entities when we're just one. Right? And when the entire world sees us as one, and when our relationship is the model relationship to follow for any relationship. Appa ponna aattum, annan thangachi aattum, akka thambi aattum, amma paiyan aattum, friends aattum. Yes, I know, I just watched the movie Friends in Telugu, but in general, I'm saying friends too. And I don't want to say Purusha Bodati. He's my goppan, okay? He's my goppan, okay? So maybe Appa and Amma were like our parallels, who we see as. I can't even talk about this. He's my Appa. I can't see. Okay, Shivan and Shakti. Okay, you see Shivan and Shakti. Yenak Appa, and you guys see it as a sometimes Pondati Purushan entity. Okay, Yenak Puriyala, but Ungalak Puriyadu. So I'm okay. You guys get what I'm saying? He's my Appa, and I'm just Ponnu, and he's my Payan, and I'm Amma. That's all we are. Okay, but that we call them Appa and Amma. We call Shivan and Shakti, the guys you've seen for the longest time, is married couple, as we see it as Appa and Amma. We see what you guys see. Okay, that's what we see. So you guys see that as Purushan and Pondati relationship. Okay, you namakal puriyala, but okay, you get what I'm saying. Model relationship for everything, right? Okay, I'm just gonna get into my head. That's Appa and Amma. That's not me and Appa. And you guys see that. So our bond, the bond Appa and I have, has created everything right now, right? In the world, like the impact that's have. Abhi's Army Dash Roja Warriors is based on the relationship Appa and I have. It's a family we've created based on the bond between Appa and I. Based on the fact that I wanted to make sure all the good babies had the protection of Appa. That's why obstetrician give all the good babies to Appa. Not kidnapping them, giving them, consensually, right? On both parties. For everybody, good. And so, yeah. Anyway, so if you see anyone trying to, indirectly say, oh, they shouldn't be together, Abhi's not on the insider circle, they just have a problem with the fact that I'm not saying it. I'm not being pimped out by them and saying, oh, Shalini is close to Appa, Ajit is close to Appa, and I'm not saying it. So they have a problem when I say they're not close. This is why 39 minutes now! Okay. Listen, this is why if you adangi pour too much, if you listen to them too much, this is what they start doing. In the beginning, and then, you start still standing your ground, you stand your ground, they're dead. Which is what they're afraid of. They're afraid they're all gonna die from Appa. Well, they are. They separated us. See, the thing is, when you separate and make the image of a kidnapped daughter and her father, who has been, so I was kidnapped for 30 years approximately, right? 29 years approximately. And so, when you are trying to separate them and make their image worse for no reason, when they've done nothing wrong to you, right? That shows their real character. My Appa and I have to be together to protect the multiverse. And if bitches have a problem with that, it shows their real character. Because it showed how Ajit was seeing miscreants. Suicide. Right? I committed suicide when I was in a 20. Well, obviously Rana was a bitch, so he's a fucking bitch. But the thing is, it's also because I wasn't with Appa, right? Had I been with Appa, what's the reason for me to commit suicide? Had I been under the protection of Appa, I would have never been human trafficked. I would have never been kidnapped. Right? nothing bad would have happened if Appa, nothing bad would have happened to Appa if I was with him. And obviously, I'm gonna say everything that's going on with Appa. And I know you guys know it. One, it saddens me to say it to you guys what's going on, not because it's I say it to you guys like that you guys know or whatever, but it's because it makes it more real for me. One, and second, I don't know if I was permission to say what's going on in his life. Um, I know Appa would say I don't need his permission, but I need my baby's consent for everything. For me to say that stuff, right? Nothing bad would have happened if we're together. And these bitches, whoever try to separate that, you can see separate us. You can see their real character in the sense that they are trying to separate us, make our lives worse. Like whatever bad things happen to us in our lives because we are together, and nothing bad ever would happen to us if we are together, because that barely happens if we're together and there's no fucking insiders. Truth, that's the truth. Okay? And so whoever is doing that, whoever you can see in the media who's doing that, clearly, right? Whether these articles or stupid idiots like Ajit and Shalini who are part of creating that article because they have no other fucking life, obviously, and other nonsenses. Yes, you can see that they want those bad things in our lives to continue, and for the multiverse to end, and for the earth to end. That is what you can see blatantly if they continue to speak like this. And so I've said it. I mean, you guys already knew this, but you have said it now. So that I forgot to tap, so I'm tapping with the other hand now. You will know that that's what they're trying to do. Say so. I'm gonna go. I think that is all. At least this is 41 minutes and not 1 hour and 20 minutes. Oh, 42. We're going on 42. Excuse me, minutes. Okay. Nanji Vanakkam. Thank you.